Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk about cognitive dissonance, cortisol addictions, and how it all relates to this current panic on LDS YouTube and TikTok about this Gordon Bowen guy. There's people, they seem to have lost their minds. This Latter-day Chad guy, this Zion Media, this We the People Utah, they're going gung-ho on Gordon Bowen, retired ad marketing guru, is the Mormon Epstein. It makes no sense, but even though it doesn't make any sense, there's no way you can convince these people that they're wrong. And it all started, I think, with COVID. They gained an addiction to cortisol. The feeling of feeling stressed and under pressure is more addictive than feeling happy, at peace, and having joy in your heart. Having cortisol pumping through your body is more addictive than having joy pumping through your body. And when COVID happened, there was people that gained a cortisol addiction, putting on their face mask and just loving the anxiety of maybe dying from the COVID. And then there was also horseshoe theory. There was also people who thought the vaccine was literally going to kill everyone who took it, that the government was just completely bonkers, and it was all they're just trying to kill everyone. And that was the other side. These two sides of the same coin, these two different types of people, they vote radically different. They have radically different opinions, but the root cause of their mania stems from them being addicted to the cortisol. They want that cortisol addiction. And you can see the beginnings of these people that are currently freaking out about a retired ad agency executive, Gordon Bowen. They were on the front lines of the COVID. They were saying COVID vaccine was going to kill everyone that took it, and you can't take it, and you're going to die if you take it. And they feel like they were proven right. I don't know why they feel like they were proven right. I've talked to some of them who are my friends, but they're like, see, the vaccine didn't work. And it's like, the vaccine not being that effective has nothing to do with the vaccine killing people. All right? The two things, okay, so you were directionally right that you didn't have to get the COVID vaccine. Now, hindsight, the vaccine wasn't that effective. It wasn't necessary. All right, so they think they're proven right. But I remember back then, they were telling me I was going to die in 6 months to a year if I got the vaccine. And now they change their story. They rewrite the history of the past to make themselves think that they know what they were doing. But that's died down. So when you get that cortisol addiction through the COVID mania, you got to find other things to freak out about. And I'm open-minded. I'm open-minded to conspiracy theories. I love conspiracy theories. So this Gordon Bowen guy, I looked into all the research they had. They have divorce court records. They have statements that he made penis jokes, dick jokes to his staff and other coworkers. And they have the fact that he's pretty weird in that he didn't get married until his late 30s. And there's maybe some bad behavior at massage parlors. So not that great of behavior, not Epstein level type behavior. That doesn't make any sense. But it's not as exciting to say, this guy, he might be a little awkward, he might be a little weird. He's very good at running ad PR campaigns for organizations. Right now there's some guy running in Arizona who has like a dozen people claiming that they wife swapped with him and he sexually harassed them with sexting, and he's a member of the church and all of his followers are just saying it's fake. There's more evidence. I forgot this guy's name. He was like a sheriff or something down in Arizona. There's way more evidence that that guy is a sex trafficker than there is Gordon Bowen did anything illegal. Having divorce court paperwork say he's a weirdo is not a sign that he's a pedophile. He's just awkward and weird. And a lot of artists are awkward and weird. And the guy is an artist. Doing marketing like at his level is artistry, okay? So when you deal with artists, you're gonna deal with weird behaviors. I don't see anything in the research that makes it look like he's an Epstein and he was trafficking people. This is mania. There's even people going down to the church headquarters and hassling the church headquarters about this. And it's because they're addicted to the cortisol. They have the cognitive dissonance of the church didn't support me with my COVID conspiracy theories. They told me to get the vaccine. There was a big number of these types of people that when that happened, they had a break and they decided, no, it wasn't the church. The church is wrong because the church, Brigham Young, this is the first level. And there was people, the conspiracy theory people, they left the church because Brigham Young brought in polygamy. Joseph Smith didn't support it. Brigham Young killed Joseph Smith. And they went off the deep end 5 years ago into that conspiracy theory. And now the people that stayed around and just kind of put up to get along, they have the feeling cortisol. They have to look at stuff and find things to get frustrated about, find things to complain about. And this Gordon Bowen thing it's vague enough that they can make up a bunch of accusations. He's old enough that he's not going to go online and defend himself. The church is confused about why this is a trending topic. And it really all comes down to the cortisol addictions. I've said it before. Look up how addictive cortisol is. How addictive it is to have a bad mindset about everything. You know, I enjoy conspiracy theories. You know, I watched Loose Change in 2006 on YouTube. It's fun for me. But I would say, you know, out of all the conspiracy theories I've thought about and I've researched, you know, maybe half of them are true, but it becomes I don't care. I don't care if they're true. I don't care if they're wrong. I like history books. I like listening to audiobooks about history. I like researching things just for my own curiosity. So, I don't know. If someone was on YouTube and was wondering, what is going on with these people? Why are they so crazy? It's the cortisol. They don't have peace in their hearts. If I was them, if I was on the verge of apostatizing and I was thinking it was a good idea to go run down to church headquarters and hassle people about a retired ad agency executive, I would throw my phone in the closet, give it to my parents, and I'd spend a week or two with my own thoughts and wondering why am I doing this? Where is this leading me? I make content and I get paid for it, not this type of content. I don't ever gonna get paid for church ranting, all right? But I make bicycle content and I get paid for it. And the likes are good, you know. I can see how people get addicted to the likes and stuff. So when one topic reaches its natural conclusion, they have to find something else and something else and something else. And we're getting to the point where I think they're just going to start attacking anyone who's had any involvement with the church and has ever made a bad joke, has ever gotten a divorce, is going to be fodder for these people to just get worked up on, make false claims, make claims out of nowhere. Like half the things, it started with, why is Gordon Bowen, this guy got a divorce. This guy might be a closeted homosexual. This guy, okay, all those things could be true. What does it have to do with he's retired, he owns an ad agency? How many ad agencies are going to be willing to work with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? You guys don't make any sense, you know. You're hurting the work. I'll close with this. All right. in all my research about these faithful Book of Mormon believing people with all that, how many times has Latter Day Chad and the Zion Media and the We Are One people, how many times do they go on a rant and tell people, hey, watch what you're watching on your phones. Don't view pornography. Read your scriptures daily. Don't have peace in your life. Don't chase the cortisol. If they were saying those things and then also saying, oh, look into this guy, I'd be more apt to be like, okay, this is a well-rounded individual. This is a weird situation. Maybe we as members of the church need to look into it. That's not what they're doing, because they don't preach repentance. They only are preaching cortisol, fear-inducing, stress-inducing content, because that is what they are addicted to. Okay, I will talk to you guys another day. See you around.